All right, I've got a new fragrance to me. Papa Johnny has a new fragrance, we could say. And it's new to me. It's probably something I've smelled because it is the #1 selling fragrance on Amazon. And so I know I've smelled it. I've just never owned it. And I probably can imagine what it smells like. But it's popular for a reason, for a couple of reasons. One, it is dirt cheap. And remember, here's the thing you got to know about this fragrance. This fragrance was created by a master perfumer. And if you look up, for example, his name is Maurice Roussel, look up other fragrances this guy makes, and they're expensive. I mean, we're talking $200, $300 and higher for the fragrances that he makes. And so, but this one you can get for less than 20 bucks, and you can find it in Ross, you can find it in TJ Maxx, you can find it on Amazon, you can find it in any of the other fragrance online stores, and it's just really, really super popular. So it's right here, and believe it or not, it came out in 2006. I thought it was older. It came out in 2006. Right here, it's called Nautica Voyage. I haven't opened it yet, so this is an unboxing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this. It doesn't give me too much trouble. Yeah, it's coming up pretty easily. It's like a pack of gum. Wrapping that, taking that off. I got this for $19.99 at Ross, and probably could have got it cheaper somewhere, but that's not bad. It comes in an average box, you know, kind of an average looking kind of box. And this is what it looks like. So let's see if I can get that there for you. Yeah, you can see that, right? Nautica Voyage, this is what it looks like. It has a nice decent cap. It's plastic. And this is the atomizer. I mean, it's a $20 or less bottle, so don't expect too much from the presentation, but it's decent. And remember, this is the #1 selling fragrance on Amazon. So I'm going to spray it. We'll see what it looks like. You can see it sprayed out here. It's got a decent atomizer. I don't want to smell it yet. And I'm going to spray it on my wrist. Okay, so I got it on there. It's soaked it. I can smell it already. Yeah, that's really fresh. Okay, it's immediately sweet. You can notice the notes in it. It's very sweet fragrance. Now let me tell you what the notes are. The top notes are apple and green leaves. So when you first spray it on, you're going to notice that. It's kind of fruity. It's got that apple kind of sweet smell. Not really citrusy, as I wouldn't call it. The middle, as it begins to dry down, is lotus and mimosa. And those two notes are interesting because lotus is an aquatic floral note, and mimosa is sweet and powdery as a floral note. So those two come together. But then in the very bottom, in the base notes, as it dries down completely, then what you're going to get is musk and cedar. I love cedar. In fact, Bentley for Men Absolute is probably my favorite that I have, just because that cedar, it's a sweet mixed with cedar. It just smells incredible. I love it. I wore it today. In fact, I went to a funeral, wore that today. And musk, cedar, oak moss, and amber. Amber is one of my favorites. Ambergris is not something that you're going to see used a lot, especially in a cheap fragrance, but you are going to see amber, which is more of synthetic makeup of ambergris. But listen, synthetic doesn't mean bad. They make it, and it comes out really, really nice. So don't think synthetic means negative. It doesn't at all. But it's a really great fragrance. It smells very nice. I could see wearing this all day. I could see this becoming, like in the summer or the spring, something that you wear a lot. And it's probably something that will become like a signature scent for the summer. So even though it smells good, like you could probably wear this in the office any day, but really it's a summer scent. However, today it's the end of February and it's like 80 degrees outside. So I could totally see myself wearing this. It smells really, really nice. The apple is awesome because it's not citrusy like like when you have bergamot or a lemon or something like that, and it's not citrusy. It's more apple-y. So it's just a little different, a little smoother, probably because of the musk and the amber and things like that too. So it's a really, really nice scent. I would recommend it. If you bought this, you wouldn't be spending a lot of money, but I think you'd like it. I think, you know, spending $15 to $20 for this being the #1 seller on Amazon, I mean, there's a reason for that. It's not because it stinks. It's because it smells really nice. It's not, you know, it's not something that's going to be completely different and unique. So if you're looking for something like that, it's not like that. This is a fresh, aquatic scent, something that is for the spring and for the summer. And so that's it with that. But I also want to tell you a little story about it, because I have a friend that I told about this, and so he went out and bought it. He sprayed it the first time, I think, on paper, and his wife didn't like it. And he said, "Really?" She said, "No, I don't like it." And then a couple of days later, he actually wore it, and she said, "What are you wearing? That smells amazing." He said, "Oh, that's that scent you hated." And she said, "Really?" And she was completely surprised by that. So that's the thing about this scent, and a lot of fragrances. They smell different on paper than they smell on skin, and they smell different on skin than they smell on your clothes, and they smell different on your skin and your clothes than they smell in the air. So you gotta give them a chance. And if something's really popular, give it a shot. This is one worth giving a shot to.